He rode out of bondage on a borrowed horse, with no last name but Fire, a man who studied war like scripture, outwitting kings with a quill and a saber. France taught him liberty, then caged him for believing it. But the seeds he sowed in blood and ash grew a nation that Europe could not kill. Toussaint Louverture was born enslaved in 1743 on a plantation in Saint-Domingue, modern-day Haiti. Though he was granted freedom in his 30s, he never forgot the brutal conditions of slavery. Self-educated and deeply strategic, he rose to become the key leader of the Haitian Revolution. Initially allying with the Spanish, he later joined the French after they abolished slavery, defeating European armies and taking control of the colony. By 1801, he had declared himself governor for life, abolishing slavery and establishing order. But when Napoleon tried to reinstate slavery, Toussaint resisted. He was eventually betrayed, captured by the French, and died imprisoned in a cold French cell in 1803. Though he never lived to see it, his leadership laid the foundation for Haiti's independence in 1804, making it the first black republic in the world and the only nation born from a successful slave revolt. Colonial Saint-Domingue, the jewel of the Caribbean, 1790. Before the Revolution, Saint-Domingue, now Haiti, was France's most lucrative colony, producing 40% of Europe's sugar and more than half of its coffee. The colony had a brutal slave economy, with nearly 500,000 enslaved Africans ruled by about 30,000 whites and 28,000 free people of color, gens de couleur. The enslaved population faced relentless violence, and resistance simmered constantly. The spark of revolution, voodoo ceremony at Bois Cayman, August 1791. Inspired by the French Revolution's ideas of liberty and equality, enslaved people planned a massive uprising. On August 14, 1791, a voodoo ceremony at Bois Cayman, led by Duty Boukman, ignited the fire. Within days, enslaved people across the North revolted, burning plantations, killing planters, and demanding freedom. Chaos and civil war, 1791 to 1794. The uprising grew into a civil war involving not only enslaved people, but also free people of color, white planters, and foreign powers. France tried to maintain control, while Spain and Britain invaded the colony. A brilliant former slave named Toussaint Louverture emerged as a leader, shifting alliances strategically to fight for abolition and autonomy. In 1794, the French government abolished slavery in its colonies, and Toussaint aligned with France. Toussaint's rule and Napoleon's response, 1794 to 1802. By 1801, Toussaint controlled the entire colony and declared a new constitution, proclaiming himself governor for life and maintaining the abolition of slavery. Napoleon Bonaparte, however, wanted to restore slavery and reassert control. In 1802, he sent a massive expedition led by his brother-in-law, General Leclerc, to defeat Toussaint. Toussaint was captured and deported to France, where he died in prison, but the fight continued. Final War and Independence, 1802 to 1804. The French reinstated slavery in other colonies, confirming the worst fears of the revolutionaries. Under the leadership of Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the fight became a war of liberation. The Revolutionary Army defeated the French at the Battle of Verdières in 1803. On January 1st, 1804, Dessalines declared Haiti independent, making it the first black republic and the first successful slave revolution in history. The impact on the North American continent. The Haitian Revolution had enormous consequences across the Americas. The United States. American slaveholders feared similar revolts, leading to harsher slave laws and surveillance. Yet, the revolution also inspired abolitionists and free black communities. Louisiana Purchase, 1803. Napoleon, after losing Saint-Domingue, gave up on his North American empire and sold the Louisiana Territory to the U.S.
Music by Kelton Ruffin. The song is called Bloodletter from the album Sugar *Teeth Silk Sweat. Available on SoundCloud. Peace.